Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Justin, and I make videos every week where I go through my budgeting process and kind of talk and walk you through how I allocate the funds that I have available for that video. So I make videos every other Wednesday where I go through and allocate and assign my regular paycheck dollars. But I also make videos every Friday where I go and allocate my flex income, which is basically supplemental. I noticed that every video I've ever made so far, I always say supplementary. And honestly, I'm not sure if that's a word, but I know supplemental is. So we're going to start saying supplemental instead of supplementary. But on Fridays, I allocate my supplemental income, which comes from other streams of income other than my regular 9-to-5 job. So normally that is donating plasma. I try to donate twice a week, which is the max you can donate. Not only are you providing a resource, plasma, for those that need that resource in order to live, you also get paid to do it. It's not a lot. I mean, on average, it's about $100 a week. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, depending on what their payouts are for that week. But an extra $100 a week makes me happy because it gives me that much more to allocate. So with that, I'm going to put myself in the top left. If you're not familiar, this is YNAB, stands for You Need a Budget. This is one of two softwares that I use to kind of handle my budgeting. I also use Monarch Money, but I generally use that now since I'm using YNAB. I use Monarch Money just for the reports because I like them a little bit better. But my day-to-day budgeting is going to be with YNAB, which is what we're looking at. So as you can see, I have $120 that I need to assign. And you also see that I have some overspending that I need to kind of take care of. I'm not going to take care of it all with this money. I could, but I don't really want to because I have other things I want to do with this money. But the overspending is a result of Christmas gifts for my dog. So in my last video, I talked about not spoiling my dog for a very long time and wanting to do something very nice for him this Christmas. And so I put $25 in that fund to do just that. When I got to looking at what I wanted to get him, $25 just wasn't enough. And so I decided to raise what I got to spend on him from $25 to $100. And that means that I overspent about $74, $75. Instead of getting him a bag of treats or a bone like I thought I was going to, I ended up getting them a new bed and a raised water and food dish sort of station. I'm happy with that. You know, it's overspending, but I think it's, well worth it. Like I said, he deserves it. I haven't done it in a while, and we'll just leave it at that. So I'm going to put some of this money in to cover that. Like I said, not all of it. I'm making a habit of paying myself. Just like neglecting my dog for a very long time, I've neglected myself. And so I have now started to make it a habit of putting money aside in a discretionary account to spend on me, the things that I want to do, like going to the movies this weekend to go see Wicked, or going to the movies in a couple weeks when the Mufasa movie comes out. I haven't gone to the movies since Frozen, the original, came out in 2013. And my last vacation was like 2.5 years ago at this point. So I haven't really set money aside to do what I wanted to do, and I am breaking that cycle. So we're going to put a little bit of money in my discretionary to give me a little bit, to give me more money in that account because I got popcorn and soda, which always costs an arm and a leg when I went to go see Wicked. So we'll put money there. And then the other thing I need to do with this money is put a little bit into my car maintenance fund. So on the 20th of December, in a couple weeks, I will be taking my truck in for its 15,000 mile service. And my plan when I recorded my Flex Friday video last week was, oh, I'm going to just use my regular paycheck that I'm getting next week to cover the bills that I have to pay and then also cover that maintenance bill. Well, just because I'm a planner, I started kind of messing around with the amount that I'm expecting to get, and it did not go as far as I thought it would. And so because of that, I now have to use some of my flex income, which is fine, to cover a little bit of that bill so that I'm not shorting myself next week when I make my regular video. So I'm going to pay myself first. And what that means is I usually pay $25 every time I do this into my discretionary. But because I like whole numbers, they make me feel good inside, I'm just going to put $20 this time in discretionary to give me an even 100 to deal with the other two items. $22.47 is going to be more than enough, I think, to get popcorn and a drink at the Mufasa movie. I actually don't think I'm going to spend as much as I did last time because I got one of their loyalty cups, which means it's going to be like $3 to get a fill of soda instead of like $9. So, yeah, I'm happy with $20 for myself. So I'll go ahead and close that. So my OCD self is telling me put 50 and 50 because that's simple. But I think I want to put more than $50 in car maintenance. And that is because I have remaining to reach my $150 goal, $118.42. So if I'm going to split that in half, about 50, maybe $60. I'm terrible at math, by the way, which is why I like YNAB, because I don't have to do math. I can just use this little plus minus multiplication and division. So I'm going to, let's see what $60 does. Yeah, so $60 is about half. Wow, that was pretty close. I said 59. That was actually really good. So I will put $60 in the car maintenance fund, and I will pay the other $60, which I think is going to be doable in my paycheck next week to cover the rest of the bill. And then I will put this $40 that's left in my overspent category, which means I'll have about $35 to use from my flex income next week, which, like I said, I usually get about 100 every week. So that'll give me the $35 that I need, plus a little extra to do other things with. So I am, yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that covers everything that I need to cover and wanted to cover. I paid myself, covered a little bit of overspending, and I made sure that I'm definitely going to be able to cover my car maintenance bill, which I know is coming due in a couple weeks. So yeah, with that, I'm going to put an end to this video. If you like this sort of thing, like I said, I make videos every week, every Friday, doing just this, where I allocate my flex income for that week, and every other Wednesday, which I will be doing a video next Wednesday when I get my regular full-time paycheck. So yeah, if this interests you, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell. That way you get notified when I drop new videos just like this. And with that, I will see you in my next video.